Just as a coin flip can result in heads or tails, investing in a stock can result in gains or losses. But if you add your time and energy into researching a stock, you can increase your odds to your favor. Today, we are going to look at 9 reasons to invest in Tesla. Number 1. Tesla is the leader in the electric car business. Let's say you are in a market for a new electric car and you have a choice between a Tesla Model 3, a Chevrolet Bolt, and a Hyundai Ioniq 5. Which car would you choose? If I was in your shoes, I would have chosen the Tesla. And I would think most people would make the same decisions. Buying a car requires a big chunk of your hard-earned money. And you will probably use that car for many years to come. Tesla is the biggest name in the electric car business, and they have been making electric cars for almost 2 decades. So why risk buying anything other than a Tesla? According to Sandy Munro, who is a former Ford engineer who takes apart different cars for living, said Tesla is a decade ahead of competitors. For example, when he took apart the Ford Mach-E, he pointed out that the Mach-E had far more parts and more complex engineering compared to Tesla. More parts means potentially more things can go wrong. You may have also noticed that Tesla cars are far superior in terms of the performance compared to its competitors. This is the video of a Tesla Model S Plaid doing a drag race against a $3.6 million hypercar. As you can see, a $130,000 Tesla Model S Plaid destroyed the hypercar in the game of acceleration. This is the video of the Tesla Cybertruck prototype doing a tug-of-war against the Ford F-150. As you can see, the Tesla was more powerful than the best-selling truck in America. Lastly, this is a Tesla Model S Plaid setting a lap record at Nürburgring. On that day, the Tesla set the lap record of 7 minutes 35.57 seconds. That lap record proves that Tesla not only goes fast on the straight line but also handles like a race car. Safety is also an important aspect when choosing an electric car. In January 2023, a Tesla Model Y with 2 adults and 2 children was dropped from a 250-foot cliff. Miraculously, all passengers survived the accident. This was the testament to Tesla's strong safety structure. All Tesla vehicles have 5 stars, top safety ratings from National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The reason why Tesla was able to achieve such a high safety rating is because an electric car does not have an engine. An engine is a heavy and large chunk of metal that has a potential to intrude into the passenger space in the event of a collision. Instead, a Tesla is equipped with small electric motors. This advantage allowed Tesla to be able to design and engineer their cars around safety. As more and more countries are banning internal combustion engines, the electric car market is rapidly growing, and the leader in that market is clearly Tesla. Number 2. Tesla's superchargers are everywhere. New electric car manufacturers like Lucid and Rivian have arrived to fight against Tesla. Traditional car companies are also shifting their gears toward electrification. However, Tesla had over a decade to install their superchargers. Currently, there are over 40,000 Tesla superchargers around the world. Which means wherever you go, you have the ease of mind that there will be a place where you can charge your car. Even if traditional car companies have billions of dollars, building a charging network takes time and energy. It takes careful thoughts and negotiation with real estate and business owners to strategically place the chargers. Besides, Tesla makes their own superchargers, which means the charging happens seamlessly. Whereas this Ford F-150 Lightning owner claimed that the Electrify America's charger fried his truck and had to tow it away. I also saw a video of a Rivian owner who had to constantly worry about charging his Rivian when he took it out for camping because there was a lack of Rivian station near him. Even if you find a charger, it might not connect to your electric car, and even if it does, the charging may take a long time. Based on my experience, Tesla superchargers were available near malls, coffee shops, and restaurants. This is convenient as the owner can shop, have a cup of coffee, or have a bite while his or her Tesla is charging. Using their advantage, in November 2021, Tesla opened their superchargers to other electric vehicle owners as a pilot program. EV charging alone is a huge business that could bring additional revenue for Tesla. For example, as of January 2023, ChargePoint is valued at $3.8 billion, and EVgo is valued at $1.52 billion. As you can imagine, Tesla's charging network and user experience is miles ahead of them. Number 3. Tesla already won the data war. As you can imagine, building a self-driving car is not easy. It requires mountains of data on how people behave, what the road condition looks like, how different weather conditions affect traction of tires, ethical issues during emergency maneuver, and maybe a dozen more parameters to consider. A traditional car company would have tried to perfect their self-driving technologies in their own controlled conditions, making their employees test the cars. Tesla's approach was radically different. Tesla sold over 2 million cars since its inception. Those cars on the road are collecting real-life driving data from the cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors. Those data, including the video footage, are transferred over the air to Tesla Dojo, a supercomputer platform built for machine learning to improve Tesla's self-driving AI. When the latest autonomous driving software is ready, Tesla cars around the world download the software over the air, making your Tesla smarter than yesterday. As Tesla's self-driving technology gets better, cars will drive themselves perfectly in the near future. This kind of software advancement is only possible thanks to Tesla's OTA platform. Since the inception, Tesla thought of collecting real-life driving data from their customers to improve their self-driving software and redistribute the latest software to existing customers. This is the footage of thousands of parked Teslas lighting up while the new software is being updated. On the other hand, this is how Volkswagen updates their software on the ID.3. Most traditional car companies are ditching their internal combustion engines and transitioning to electric vehicles. But they are not very good at software development and machine learning, and their vehicles are not collecting real-life driving data to improve their autonomous driving software. Traditional car companies are used to buying parts from their suppliers just like they are buying batteries from battery manufacturers. They are hoping to buy autonomous driving software from somebody. In the meantime, Tesla is collecting real-life data every second from millions of cars on the road. This is where Tesla wins over their competitors. It is often argued whether Tesla should be viewed as a car manufacturer or a software company. For a software company, once a program is developed, no matter how many copies are sold, the cost of development stays the same. Which means, the more they sell, the more profitable they are. In the United States, Tesla sells their full self-driving software at $15,000 on top of the price of their cars. That $15,000 is a pure profit in their accounting book, while other car manufacturers have to squeeze profits from elsewhere. This means Tesla can give discounts on their cars and make up the profits for selling their software. In that sense, I would argue that Tesla is a new breed of an animal. Number 4. Tesla will change the way we look at cars. Until today, we drove our cars to work. And the cars were just sitting in the parking space the whole day doing nothing. When our cars can drive themselves, the way we use our cars will change dramatically. While we are doing work, our cars can drive around the city, giving rides to people, making additional income for us. Like you lend your living space on Airbnb, you can let people use your Tesla to get from point A to point B. If you can afford, you can own 10 or 20 Teslas to run a small robotaxi company, doing what you love while your Tesla robotaxis generate income for you. At this point, Tesla transforms from a simple car manufacturer to a ride-hailing platform. People will no longer purchase Tesla vehicles for their personal uses. They will start to purchase Teslas as an investment to generate income. Like Uber, a person who needs a ride will call a robotaxi using a Tesla app. When the ride is complete, Tesla will charge a certain percentage from the generated revenue, which is also an additional source of income for the company. A win-win situation for both the Tesla owners and Tesla. Number 5. Tesla is vertically integrated. Elon Musk plans to sell 20 million Tesla vehicles by 2030. 20 million is a lot of cars, but I think it's a feasible objective. Tesla has factories around the world, and most of their key components are made in-house. During the pandemic, many car companies were struggling to produce cars due to the chip shortage. But Tesla was able to continue producing their cars because they were able to reprogram their cars to adapt to different chips that were available. Tesla continues to improve their manufacturing process by reducing the number of parts. A great example is the Giga Press. Just like making a waffle, the liquid alloy of a Tesla chassis is pressed in this giant machine, making the manufacturing process faster and more cost-effective. Thanks to the revolution in body and battery engineering, Tesla achieved a 10% reduction in the body mass and used 370 fewer parts compared to the previous manufacturing methods. As a result, Tesla saved 40% on the cost of Model Y's rear underbody manufacturing. According to J.P. Morgan, Tesla's Shanghai factory replaced 300 robots thanks to the Giga Press. It also increased the overall quality of the vehicle as well. To my knowledge, Tesla is the only car company utilizing this sort of manufacturing method as of today. This sort of innovation is possible because Tesla is vertically integrated. Traditional car companies have started making electric cars, but they have the bad habit of buying parts from suppliers instead of developing their key components on their own. A good example is Mercedes-Benz. When everybody was driving gas-powered cars, Mercedes-Benz was on the top of their game as they had cutting-edge engine technologies. But now Mercedes is buying their batteries from CATL and major components from their suppliers. Other than the three-pointed star, there is no more competitive advantage that sets Mercedes apart from other electric cars. Buying a battery from a supplier is easy, but it's going to cost more and the rate of innovation will be slower. Tesla buys batteries from partners like Panasonic, LG, and CATL, but they also develop and manufacture their own batteries with their unique chemistry. An electric vehicle is the largest electronic device that requires cutting-edge battery chemistry and software management. Tesla developing their own batteries with their secret recipes is another reason why Tesla can increase the performance of their cars and reduce the production cost, while other car manufacturers are at their suppliers' mercy. During winter, electric cars tend to lose their range as chemical reactions in the batteries occur more slowly in cold temperatures. An automotive YouTuber, Tyler Hoover, claimed that he has lost almost 50% of the range on his Ford F-150 during cold weather. On the other hand, Tesla team developed a unique heat pump that heats up the batteries to maximize the driving range. This is the kind of innovation that traditional car companies cannot achieve because they are simply assembling the key components from their suppliers. Tesla is also mining their own lithium in Nevada and building a factory in Indonesia where they could acquire more nickels for their batteries. If Tesla can produce enough batteries, they can also sell their products to other car manufacturers, taking the slice of the giant battery market. Thanks to their strength in chemistry, mining, and efficient manufacturing, Tesla could become a direct competitor of their battery suppliers. Aside from the vehicle and battery production, Tesla's sales is also vertically integrated. While traditional car companies rely on their dealerships to sell their cars, Tesla buyers can view the cars at their local Tesla stores and order them online, removing the hassle of negotiating the price with the dealer. Tesla's straightforward consumer sales strategy makes the car buying experience more transparent and enjoyable. Whereas when Ford's F-150 Lightning started its sales, the Ford dealers were marking up the price of the truck, making Ford customers extremely unhappy. Thanks to its streamlined manufacturing and direct-to-consumer sales, as Tesla makes more factories around the world, Tesla will benefit from economies of scale, making their production cost lower than the competitors. In January 2023, Tesla decreased the price of their vehicles, which dramatically increased their sales figure. This is Tesla unleashing their secret weapons to their competitors. Tesla was able to increase their margins by making their production and sales more efficient by vertical integration, which gives them the wiggle room to reduce the price. The traditional car companies who just started to produce electric cars are losing money every time they sell a car. But because Tesla lowered their prices, the traditional car companies also have to lower the prices in order to stay competitive. The bloody war on electric cars has just begun. It will be extremely difficult for companies like Ford and GM to make profits until they make their production and sales as more efficient as Tesla. Number 6. Tesla is making the world a better place. Recently, we are seeing climate change all over the world due to global warming. Certainly, there is a great need to address this issue. Tesla's mission is accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy. Tesla produces not only electric cars but also solar products and energy storage systems to address issues caused by climate change. Their focus on sustainability and clean energy aligns with growing consumer demand for environmentally friendly products. Number 7. Tesla is financially robust. Tesla's financial strength has been growing rapidly as their sales number increased over the last 5 years. The company has been reporting consistent revenue growth and increasing profits. Although Tesla reduced the price recently to boost the sales. Generally, Tesla enjoys premium pricing and high profit margins thanks to their strong brand reputation. Tesla's efficient manufacturing process and in-house sales also translate into the highest gross margin in the automotive industry. In 2022, Tesla's gross sales margin was 30%, whereas Toyota was 21% and Hyundai was 19%. It's rare to see an innovative growth company generate a high profit margin at the same time. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why Tesla's valuation is so high. Experts often say that the best advertisement is word of mouth. While electric cars were a new idea, early Tesla owners were the ones who openly shared their experience with people interested in switching their cars. Some of the owners happily offered people to test drive their Teslas. There are also a number of YouTube channels dedicated to sharing their Tesla ownership experience. Tesla making great products has helped to sell itself while traditional car companies spend billions of dollars on advertisements. Although Elon Musk is often criticized for posting irrational tweets, arguably his tweet gets more attention than a Super Bowl ad. Tesla having such a powerful communication channel is an invaluable advertising tool that no other car manufacturer has. Number 8. Tesla's future businesses. Other than building high-performance electric cars and trucks, Tesla openly shares their future business directions. Robotics is one of the fastest-growing industries in the world. As you can see, even fast food restaurants are experimenting with robots for lowering labor costs and increasing efficiency. In the near future, more robots will be in our lives performing dangerous, boring, and repetitive jobs. While many robots look nothing like humans, Tesla has been hiring top engineers around the world to develop human-like robots. The current version of the Tesla robot's ability is a bit limited, but I can't wait to see the Tesla robots in the year 2033. At that time, the Tesla bots may be building cars at Tesla factories, flipping burgers at McDonald's, and doing house chores for you. Auto insurance is another business that Tesla is aiming to enter. While traditional insurance companies relied on general customer data such as gender, age, previous accidents, and number of speeding tickets to set your insurance rate, Tesla can set more precise insurance rates based on your driving habits. As we discussed earlier, Tesla knows how fast you drive, how hard you brake, and how often you use autopilot. Based on these data, they can estimate the likelihood of an accident more accurately than a traditional auto insurance company. For your information, the market cap of a U.S. auto insurance company, Progressive, is valued at $75 billion. If Tesla can successfully provide more affordable auto insurance, many of their existing customers will switch their insurance, and it could be a huge additional revenue without producing goods, making Tesla a more valuable company. In December 2022, Tesla delivered the semi-trucks to PepsiCo. Aside from the environmental benefits, switching to Tesla semi-trucks makes economic sense for truck drivers and trucking companies because Tesla semis require less fuel and maintenance cost. The semi-truck industry, also known as the heavy-duty trucking industry, is a large and growing market. In the United States, the market for semi-trucks is valued at over $30 billion, and it is expected to continue growing in the coming years because of increasing online shopping and need for more efficient transportation options. During the pandemic, there was a shortage of truck drivers in the U.S. The shortage drove the cost of goods and was a contributing factor in inflation. When the Tesla semis start to drive themselves, the trucking cost will be reduced significantly. Tesla entering this market with a class-leading product will further boost their revenue in the future. During AI Day in 2021, Elon Musk also talked about the possibility of licensing out Tesla's technologies to other car manufacturers. As we explored earlier, Tesla's autonomous driving solution, electric powertrain, and battery technologies are years ahead. And it would take many years for traditional car companies to catch up. Some smaller brands may not have the astronomical budget nor time to develop their own technologies. Namely, great brands with strong heritage like Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Maserati can license Tesla's technologies and manufacture their own beautiful shells. It could be a new business model for Tesla. Lastly, I think Tesla is a strong contender in the air taxi business. Currently, companies like Archer Aviation, Joby Aviation, Lilium Air Mobility and many other companies are developing electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. Developing these vehicles requires strong batteries and motors as well as software, all of which Tesla is really good at. Currently, Tesla is focusing on building cars on the road, but I personally think that developing flying cars can be a new avenue for Tesla's future business. Number 9. Elon Musk's vision. Elon Musk is often criticized for his irrational behaviors. But Aristotle once said there is no great genius without some touch of madness. Like there was Steve Jobs for Apple and Bill Gates for Microsoft. A company that changes our future needs a strong leader with a great vision. Elon Musk is that leader. In the US, Tesla has voted to be the most attractive company among engineering students. In today's world, innovation is the most important way for companies to stay competitive. The best way to achieve a high pace of innovation is by attracting top engineering talents. Elon Musk's crazy vision has certainly grabbed their attention, and Tesla will continue to lead the world with cutting-edge technologies. These were the 9 fundamental reasons why I think Tesla is a great long-term investment. If you have other reasons to invest or not invest in Tesla, please share them in the comment section below. This video is meant to help you understand Tesla's fundamental strengths and save your time researching. My next video will focus on the reasons why you should not invest in Tesla so you also understand the potential risks of the company. Please note that the responsibility of your investment decisions are entirely up to you. If there are other stocks you'd like us to analyze, please let us know in the comment section below.